Hello and welcome to Kate's Paper Creations. I'm Kate, a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Washington State, and I am glad to have you join me for my monthly Paper Pumpkin Alternatives video and blog. So today I'm going to show you the alternatives I came up with for the November 2020 kit. And I hope that you enjoy it, and that if you're interested in subscribing to Paper Pumpkin, you'll follow the link in the description box where you can go to my online store and do that. So let's get started. I'm not going to actually make these in front of you, but I will show them to you and tell you how they were made. First thing I did was take from the kit, they had these scalloped tags, and I scored them at the bottom, 5/8 of an inch from the bottom of the tag, and it takes 2 of them to make this. And then I stamped this from the kit with cinnamon cider, and these little candy looking embellishments are also in the kit. And then this is a stamp sentiment that's in the kit, a sweet treat for you, and I stamped that with Calypso Coral, which was one of the coordinating colors. And so anyway, 5/8 of an inch from the end, then I overlapped those 2 ends and glued them together. Then I ran a very thin bead of glue around the edge at the top and glued the top together. Then let me show you why I did that. I ordered online these most adorable mini Tic Tac boxes. They are just too cute. They're about maybe 1.25 inches tall by a 1/2 inch wide. Are deep and 5/8 of an inch wide, and they have this cute little Tic Tac guy on the front, and every one of them has a different design, and they're all just doing, this one's listening to headphones and has music all around him. It's just adorable. So anyway, I got them off Amazon, and they were like 60 of them for 18 bucks. So it was worth it, because I wanted to make these for my various people I want to just give something to for fun for Christmas. So anyway, once I got it made, then I just could tuck this in here like that. It holds it perfectly, and there we go. Then I wanted to make more. There's enough of these in the kit to make 7 of these, and like I told you, I bought 60 of those little mini Tic Tacs, and I had lots of people I wanted to give things to. So I went into my Silhouette and I made my own tag very similar and made the rest of them that way. So that's project number 1. Project number 2, there is a house stamp in the kit. I stamped it onto Whisper White and colored it with all of the coordinating colors. And the coordinating colors in that were Calypso Coral, let me think, I had to think, Mint Macaron, Shaded Spruce, Blushing Bride, and Daffodil Delight. So I took those colors in my blends pens, and I stamped the house image with Memento Black, and then I colored the house and attached it with dimensionals to the front of, this is a note card size. So the original is 5x7. It's scored at 3.5, and then it makes a note card. And I just used Whisper White Thick for that. And then these little guys, they were the punch outs out of the houses. Let me see if I have one handy. All the little houses in the kit had a little spot to punch out here in the top. Some of them were stars, some were hearts, and some were these little guys. And so I saved those, and I colored them with the various coordinating colors, and I put mini glue dots on the back, so they kind of look like, I don't know, they could look like little gumdrops actually, or, you know, following the candy theme, or you could think of them as little pieces of a picket fence. And they're all attached with dimensionals. This was in the kit, and this sentiment is in the kit and was stamped with the Shaded Spruce. And then this is Calypso Coral, and that little shape is in the kit, and I just made it look like there was some smoke coming out of the chimney. I also used the blending brushes and took the Shaded Spruce and just put a little bit of green down there just to give the house something to rest on. So that is card project 2. Project 3. In the kit there were these houses. They were shaped like a card so that you could seal one edge and put a gift card inside. I cut off one side of it. This was in the kit, and I stamped around it. This white piece had this little fancy door, and this is on the piece that's behind it. These tags were in the kit. I stamped the sentiment. The star came out of there, like I said before, and this star I colored yellow, and I put some Wink of Stella on it to make it kind of shimmer just a little bit. And then to get the background, I took apart the envelopes. And the envelopes, it took more than one piece to cover it. There's actually 3 seams across here. I covered the first seam up pretty much with the house. And so it doesn't really show that much. And then the second seam was right here. So then I took the edge of one of the pieces. There's a background piece, and this little edge here, I cut it off and ran it down the seam and then added some candies. I thought it was cute. There is card number, or project, card 2, project 3. Okay, since I brought this in, I might as well show it to you. This was in the kit, the background here. You won't be able to see it, but it's a full sheet. And then I took this lovely stamp that was in the kit. It just is this half, like that. And I stamped it end to end on here, and then I used the blending brush and Calypso Coral and just added some shading and put the sentiment in the middle. This cute little guy is in the stamp set. So once I had this all together and attached, I went around and just added those to the corner to make it look a little bit cuter. The layer back here is attached flat, and the sentiment layer is attached with dimensionals. And so there, that's all Calypso Coral there. And again, this is a note card size. Then there's this one. This one was using the Blushing Bride, which was part of the kit. Colors that came with the kit. I took that design and I stamped it dark, and then I came back and stamped it by stamping it off once. So it has 2 different shades. This tag is stamped with Cinnamon Cider from the kit. Again, the house just stamped with Memento Black ink and colored with Blends pins. And then instead of smoke coming out of the chimney, because I already had all this design, I put one of the candies there. This is Blushing Bride, and it's the 4 by 5 1/4, and then this is Whisper White that I've stamped on here, and it is 3 1/4 by 5. And then this is my final one, and this I did the Blushing Bride again. Original card is an A2 card, so it's 5 1/2 by 4 1/4 front. I cut the Blushing Bride 5 3/8 by 4 1/8, and then the white went down one more to 4 by 5 1/4. So you got the 3 layers. This is a stamp that's in the set. It's just one by itself, and it's about like that. And I stamped these 4 first, and then I stamped these 2 in between, and then I took just the end and stamped here to fill in. Stamped and colored a house, put a thing on for chimney, put this in for the sentiment, and there you have it. Those are my 5 projects, 4 cards that I made. I actually have 5 cards. I didn't realize that. Shows you how much I paid attention. I just really, I had fun making these. It was a little bit of a challenge to come up with alternate card ideas. The kit was a little bit limited in that regard, but I feel like I came up with a few, and that they're different than what's out there right now. So I hope you enjoyed stopping by. Again, the link to my online store will be in the description below. And if you have any questions, you can always message me. Thanks for stopping by.